Hi everyone. Ivermectin is the drug of choice for treatment of corona. So, how this antihelminthic drug ivermectin can act against antiviral. So, we will see today we are going to discuss the topic antihelminthic drugs. First of all, we will see like how many types of worms are there. So, later on we are going to discuss about the different category of the drugs and their mechanism of action. Okay. So, coming to this helminths are broadly can categorized as nematodes, cystodes and trematodes. So, it is basically based on their morphology. So, normally nematodes are round body and the tapeworms, cystodes are like a tape and these are like flukes. Trematodes are like a flukes. So, first we will see the examples of these nematodes. Nematodes example, so nematodes can be Ascaris lumbricoides is a roundworm which is normally seen in the kids around 10 to 15 years. So, because of the infection of the worm. Ankylostoma duodenale, it is also called as hookworm. Enterobius vermicularis, so this is called as pinworm. So, this is going to be around 2 to 3 centimeters in length and it causes the irritation or itching. Trichuris trichura, it is also called as whipworm. So, these worms are basically it will attach to the small intestine and it will hold very tightly this particular tissue. So, resulting of that bleeding of the area may take place. So, because of that blood loss may take place. And moreover, these agents absorb nutrition whatever we take. So, since these are stay in the small intestine, obviously these is going to be absorb the nutrition. So, here the essential nutrients are not host cannot get this. So, that is one of the major problem. And moreover, when the parasite stays in the small intestine, it will release some of the waste material that may be toxic and causes the hyper allergic reactions. Next, it may cause the intestinal obstructions and hepatic splenomegaly. Onchocerciasis is also called as river blindness. So, this is this worm is normally present in flowing water. So, it can stay any part of the body. So, normally it will enter into the eye and it will causes the blindness. This is called as river blindness. Next major problem is it causes the filariasis, which will also call as elephantiasis. So, because the worms can produce n number of the diseases. Okay. So, here we will see like what are the basic medications and how it is going to be used. So, normally we use the albendazole and mebendazole and piperazine. Okay. So, albendazole, mebendazole normally it will work by inhibiting the beta microtubules in the worm. So, beta microtubules are present in the worm which will give physical strength to the cell. So, because of the blocking this microtubules, it will lose its normal structure and moreover, so this mebendazole decreases the glucose uptake by the worm that causes detachment of this worm to this gastrointestinal tract and through this peristaltic movement, these along with the fecus, these are going to be expelled. So, Taenia cystodes example Taenia saginata and Taenia solium. So, this is also called as beef tapeworm Taenia saginata. If uncooked, improperly cooked meat causes the infection. So, Taenia solium, this is from the pork tapeworm. So, this can be treated by albendazole or niclosamide. So, normally niclosamide it will inhibit the aerobic phosphorylation. So, in the sense normally these are going to be present in the lower abdominal region where the oxygen content is going to be very less. So, normally it will adopt the anaerobic respiration. So, here this niclosamide it will inhibit this anaerobic respiration, resulting of that the parasite is going to be die. So, here the trematodes, these are Chiastoma hematobium, blood flukes, Fasciola hepatica, liver flukes. These are going to be present in different organs. So, here this example, the drugs who act against is prajaquintal. So normally prajaquintal is going to be useful which enhances the calcium influx into these parasites. Resulting of that, the entire parasite is going to be get contracted. So resulting of that, so it will the death of the parasite may take place. Apart from that, we have the lemisol, so which is inhibit the ganglionic nicotinic acetylcholine receptors and causes the paralysis. Piperazine, normally it will inhibit, it will act as an agonist in GABA. So it normally it causes the sedation to the worm. So resulting of that, it will expel from the body. So ivermectin, so this is the important drug that inhibit or it will act on the glutamate gated chloride channels. So here glutamate is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. So again is going to be cause the paralysis to that particular worm. So but how this ivermectin act as a antiviral? So there is no any clue now. Prajaquintal, as we discussed, it increases the calcium. So diethyl carbamazine. So this is the drug which is useful in treatment of filariasis. So normally this agent causes the sensitization of these macrophages, which will engulf this micro larvas. So when the micro larvas are synthesized, these macrophages are going to be engulfed. So because the activation by this diethyl carbamazine. So we cannot treat the elephantiasis or filariasis, but we can maintain. We cannot allow further growth of the disease. So this is how we can treat this helminthes. Okay, hope this video is useful. Thank you.